this tutorial, we will create a project in CASFLO app. To start a new project, click on Create Project on the top right corner. You will be directed to a new page where you can edit the project's settings. Let's start by writing the name of the project. For this tutorial, we will be using the Yummy Mega Tasty Burger example, so let's put it in there. You can also add a brief description of your project. It is not meant to be a full understanding of it. It is more of a helpful sideline observation. Now, you must decide the first year of forecasting. Let's assume it to be 2019. The next assumption is the country where your project or company is based on. For some countries, CASFLO app has preset suggestions regarding relevant taxes. You can see that as the country changes, the suggestions also change. Be aware that these are only suggestions, and we strongly advise you to search for the relevant values and adjust accordingly. The currency is just for display on the downloadable reports. Let's choose euros. You can now adjust some tax items that will be applied throughout your project. First, you have the general VAT. This is the VAT that will be suggested for you to use in every item of revenue, cost, or investment. If you have to use different tax rates for certain items, do not worry, because you will be able to adjust them later on. Next is corporate social security rate. In many countries, there are two applicable social security rates, one upon workers and one upon companies. The latter increases the cost with employees and therefore needs to be accounted for. Third is corporate tax rate, the percentage of tax that is levied on a company's income. In practice, corporate tax rate is a combination of a wide set of variables and rules, and these change between countries. So, for simplification purposes, you just need to assume a tax rate that can act as a proxy. Finally, you can set the number of salary months. In most countries, companies pay a 12-month salary, but there are some countries where formal or informal rules imply a 13-month or even 14-month salary. Now, let's go through the three input options. The first is about how to calculate the cost of raw materials and consumables that are needed to manufacture a product or to provide a service. You have two options. In the first, the cost of raw materials and consumables is a percentage of the net revenue. In the second, you can state each item that composes a given product or service. The cost of raw materials and consumables will add each item. The second input decision is about employees. In the first option, you can input values by worker category. In the second option, you can input the values per individual employee. The last input decision refers to the assignment of cost functions. There are four functions: cost of goods, general and administration, marketing and sales, and finally, research and development. In the first method, you cannot allocate costs by function, and therefore you can only retrieve an income statement by nature. In the second option, you can allocate functions and generate an income statement by functions. Once you are done with all the editing, just click Save. You will be directed to the project listing page. The final project editing that you can do is to add users to your project. Remember, you can only add users that have already been added to your account. In order to add users to your project, simply click on the dots that appear when you have the cursor on the project image. Now, just click on Settings and select the user that you want to add to your project, and click on Save. And that is all in this tutorial video. Thank you for watching.